If you use dating apps or you're considering creating a profile on Tinder, keep watching, because today we'll go over 4 common problems with dating apps that you need to be aware of. Problem number 1, dating apps are designed to keep the users hooked. Social media apps are designed to be addictive, and dating apps are no exception. Since it's very hard for the average man to get a lot of matches, dating apps incentivize their users to spend money in order to boost their chances of getting a match. By spending money, you can increase your profile's visibility, get more swipes, or use some other gimmick that can help you get matches. It essentially turns the app into a pay-to-win business model. After getting some success with the premium version and getting hits of dopamine as a result, it can be very hard to go back to the basic version, where you get very little or no engagement at all. You're basically encouraged to keep paying for the premium subscription to keep the dopamine coming. But why are these platforms so addictive? Well, it boils down to a psychological concept known as intermittent reinforcement. Intermittent reinforcement suggests that when rewards are handed out unpredictably rather than consistently, we're more likely to repeat the behavior in hope of that next win. With dating apps, matches are this seeked-after reward, creating a cycle of anticipation and activity that keeps you coming back for more. This is a similar mechanism to what's found in gambling, where gamblers only win some of the time. This is why gambling is so highly addictive. Social media apps use intermittent reinforcement to keep the users hooked and keep going back to the app. The hope of finding an ideal partner is a strong motivation in and of itself, but it gets even more powerful when used with intermittent reinforcement. Problem number 2, overemphasis on physical appearance. One of the uncomfortable truths of dating is the fact that physical appearance plays a huge role when it comes to choosing a partner. This is especially the case when it comes to dating apps. Your personality is just as important as your physical looks, but you can't really assess one's personality by simply looking at their dating profile. Women don't care about looks as much as men do, but all things being equal, they will still prefer physically attractive partners. For example, height is viewed as an attractive trait in men by women across some cultures and age groups. This is not to say that physical attractiveness is the only or even the most important factor when it comes to dating success. Attraction is deep and complex, and people are attracted to each other for various different reasons. But when it comes to dating apps, that may not be the case. One of the reasons why attractive people tend to do better on dating apps has to do with the halo effect. The halo effect means that people ascribe positive character traits to a person based on a single trait, like good looks. For example, we may view attractive people as more kind, confident, intelligent, competent, and so on, even though these qualities may have nothing to do with the way they look. The problem with the halo effect is the fact that it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. If people ascribe certain positive qualities to you, you're likely to live up to these qualities. Before we delve into the next challenge you face by using dating apps, let's talk about a great method to enhance your profile and captivate your future date. And that's to master a new language, which leads us to today's sponsor, Mondly. Introduced in 2014, Mondly has rapidly emerged as the preferred app for language learning, distinguished by innovative features including real-time conversations with a chatbot. This unique function offers crucial pronunciation feedback, setting it apart from other applications. Mondly emphasizes practicality, offering lessons in conversational language skills vital for real-world situations, such as preparing for an upcoming journey or even ordering food. The daily lessons included are delivered by native speakers, ensuring your pronunciation is accurate. For those looking to maximize their time, the hands-free mode is perfect for multitasking activities, like cooking or walking while learning a new language. For a significant discount on a lifetime membership to Mondly, visit mondly.app/improvementpill and enjoy savings of up to 96%. Now on to the next problem with dating apps, and that is that there is a gender imbalance on dating apps. The main reason why men have trouble getting matches has to do with simple mathematics. There are a lot more men using dating apps than women, meaning it's harder for the average man to get a match. For example, there's 75% male users and only 25% female users on Tinder. Other dating apps also have disproportionately more men than women, and this imbalance influences the way people use the apps. Since it's harder for men to get matches, male users tend to like more profiles to boost their chances of getting a match. Women tend to do the exact opposite. Women tend to get more matches and often get flooded by messages from a number of different men. This means they tend to be more selective and simply ignore most of the messages. And since physical attractiveness also plays a significant role, men who are simply average looking don't stand much of a chance. And finally, problem number 4, too many choices. Dating apps allow you to pick and choose from a wide variety of potential partners, but this abundance of choices may do more harm than good. The problem with having too many choices is the fact that you can never be sure that you made the right one. Let's say you go to the ice cream shop and there are 3 flavors to choose from. You wouldn't have to think twice about which flavor to choose, and you'd probably be content with your choice. But suppose you walked into an ice cream shop and there are dozens of different flavors with a bunch of different toppings. You want to get the best ice cream, but how can you be sure you're going to be choosing the best one? The more choices you have, the less likely you're going to be content with what you chose. When using dating apps, people often have a fear of missing out. With a number of potential partners out there, it can be hard to settle for one person, so people think there's always someone better out there. If all this makes you feel like the dating apps are a rigged game, well, that's because they are. This video is not about disparaging dating apps or people who use them. Dating apps can certainly be useful, but if you decide to use them, it's important to manage your expectations. Don't take it personally if you aren't getting any matches, because the odds aren't in your favor in the first place. You can still use the dating apps, but don't rely on them exclusively. If you want to improve your dating life, you're much better off meeting people the old-fashioned way. Go out in the real world. Join clubs or groups that share your interests. Go out and hang out with your friends. Strike up conversations with strangers. Get out of your comfort zone. If you're having trouble with starting conversations, watch this video next. Besides that, guys, stay tuned.